Alright YouTube, you read the title. Best bags for men, or top 3 bags for men. Let's get right into it. Alright, so we're going into the best season in my opinion for rocking bags, which is the fall and winter season. Even though it makes sense to rock a bag in the summer because you don't really have that much pockets, but for some reason I just don't like wearing bags in the summer, man. Just let me be free, you know what I'm saying? But in the winter season, I don't know why, but when you gotta lock in, you just gotta lock in. I feel like that is the perfect season for rocking a crossbody bag, rocking a messenger bag. Let me not get too ahead of myself, but these are the bags we're gonna be rocking this season. Let's get right into it. These are my top 3. Number 1 is a crossbody / messenger bag. Now this is a bag that usually goes across your body, has like a rectangular or like a square shape. It can come in all types of shapes really, but you know, the regular generic version of this, like, you know, the most popular version would be like the Louis messenger bag. But the messenger bag is one of the cleanest bags for men in my opinion. Just simple, and it has that cross border aesthetic, so it could be casual if you're rocking like a Nike Tech type vibe, or it could also be formal if you want to go in a more business casual way, or even a more serious business strict way, a full suit with a side bag, with a messenger bag like a Louis or a nice leather bag. Bro, that shit hits, you know what I'm saying? So this is one of the best bags in general, and that's why it's probably number 1 on this list, because it's just so effortlessly easy to style for any guy out there. So number 1 on my list is a messenger bag or a crossbody bag. Okay, if you want to go a bit bigger than this, you could go for like a computer bag, which is basically like a bag that fits your laptops and stuff like that, which is basically pretty similar to the messenger bag. Still has that rectangular shape and goes across your shoulders, but I reserve that for like unless you do have a lot of stuff to carry, like a laptop and stuff like that. If you just want to keep it simple, just get a nice simple crossbody messenger bag. Moving on to number 2 best bag for men is gonna be the sling bag. Now the sling bag or the sling backpack is basically like a mini backpack, you know, just crossbody. Usually you want to rock this behind you. That's kind of the aesthetic that you want to go for, but obviously you could also go across your chest as well. This is not to be mistaken with like a fanny pack. This is not a fanny pack. You're not going to be wearing this across your waist, and you don't want it as small as a fanny pack is. This is going to be something that's not as big as a backpack, but obviously it's going to be pretty decent size to carry a lot of things for you. This is pretty common for people who are into that like architects aesthetic, or people who go hiking and stuff like that, so you know the vibes that this is. But this is something that obviously any guy can rock out there. I think this is one of the cooler, more casual options when it comes to bags that men can have, because it's going to be functional as well. Just like every other selection on the list, it's going to be functional. You can put your stuff in there, your wallet, you know, keys, stuff that you might not have space in your pockets for. You can easily put that there just for the ease of your travel, especially if you're someone who travels a lot. Bags are essential for guys, so you feel me? So these are the best bags, that messenger bag and the sling bag. Those are 2 cool bags that you can definitely have. And moving on to number 3, now this one, not every guy might be into this. This is a shoulder bag, man. Basically a tote bag. A shoulder bag is basically a tote bag in my opinion, but the same thing. This is a bag that goes right over one of your shoulders, so it's usually something that you can either rock on one shoulder, or you can rock like just holding it up with your hands. But it's basically like a carry-on bag, a bit larger in size compared to the other bags on this list, but it has a more unique shape in my opinion, especially the ones that you can see nowadays from a lot of popular brands that you're gonna see in these pictures. These are more unique styles. Obviously they still have that, you know, rectangular, almost messenger bag type of vibe, or like a computer bag, but there's a lot more unique ways to go around this, because obviously you don't need to fit a whole laptop in here. But it's still a very nice functional bag for a lot of guys. Honestly, this is something that can also cross between casual and even like a bit more formal aesthetic. Maybe not super formal, but this could go for something that if you're rocking like a button down vibe, you know, something like that, or maybe even just like a blazer with a button down type vibe, you can still rock a shoulder bag or a tote bag with this. Now tote bag, shoulder bag, whatever you want to call it, it's basically the same thing in my opinion. So this is the 3rd best essential for guys out there. Number 1, again, simple messenger bag, man. Go ahead and get your messenger bag. Every brand has this. Louis V, Coach, those are just the ones that I'm familiar with, but there's every brand out there has a version. I got something similar from Zara, but mine has like a more cylindrical shape, so it's a bit more unique. And obviously you can go for something unique. You don't have to go generic with the, you know, the same square or rectangular shape. You can go for something, you know, a bit more unique if you see a nice design bag. But for sure, that's something you can get. You know what I'm saying? So that's number 1 on the list. Number 2, sling bags, man. This is for that casual vibe. If you're like one of them guys who are into like skating, stuff like that, or just a guy who travels around, you're into that casual vibe, rocking cargo pants, jeans, stuff like that, that baggy aesthetic. This fits perfectly for that. You know what I'm saying? A sling bag. You can find this on Facebook Marketplace. I'm not exactly sure. There's a lot of brands that have this. I know that little like that brand with like a Swiss symbol, the Swiss flag symbol, is a very nice one that has these sling bags. But you can get these easily on Facebook Marketplace. I'd say that's the best place to find them. But obviously, probably every other brand has there. Just search up on Google sling bag. You're gonna find a pretty nice looking one. Just go ahead and get a decent sized one. You don't want it too small because then it's just not functional. But you also don't want it too big where it's looking like a whole backpack. You know what I'm saying? So just that fine balance. You know what I'm saying? That thin line. It doesn't have to be thin. You know what I'm saying? Just get whatever you want, my nigga. You feel me? Number 3 is the shoulder bag. Now this one I would recommend. I'm gonna be a little cautious with this one. I'm not gonna lie. You don't want to get a tote bag. You know, just a generic tote bag. It's a bit too generic. So just something like a shoulder bag, the more unique ones out there. I'll show you a few videos that I've seen on TikTok of these, but there's a lot of cool options out there if you're a guy who's into that tote bag aesthetic and you want to get something a bit, I've said something like a bit more advanced to that. That's definitely the shoulder bag. So go ahead and get any one of these 3, or even all 3, honestly. These are essentials for every guy, especially with the coming seasons of fall and winter. I think this is a must have. So let me know what y'all guys think down below of my top 3 bags for men. If you're interested in getting styled one-on-one with me, or just any sort of advice when it comes to your fashion or your outfits, I can definitely help you out. Click my link in the description and I'll definitely put you on, my nigga. So let me know what you guys think. Again, hit the like if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.